sleeper. They're
You can see
like,
John Wall and Bradley Beal make a big impact, as well as down low with Martin Gortat.
yes.
What are the teams that are on the bubble right now? Like a ninth seed. Who's a ninth seed right
If I
now?
believe in anybody that's on the bubble, it's Chicago. They
They've been playing. They haven't been playing as strong as they've wanted to.
or as I feel like as if they could. They can. That
They
team can be
can.
really, really, really good.
That team can be really good with a Dwayne Wade, Jimmy Butler, Rajon Rondo. That it's just that chemistry right there is still trying to work itself out.
Exactly.
But if they can pull through within the last week or two, they can make that last push, make it into the playoffs. Why don't we look at the West? Let's look at the West.
Scroll on down to the West. West is the fun part, man. The West is so cluttered, it's not even funny. 6 spots still. 6.
Who's 7th and 8th right now? Who are the
Memphis
7th?
and Portland.
Memphis and Portland. I saw that when Portland won, it moved Denver down 1.
That's why I threw a fit last night. Threw a fit. I was like, you traded it now. And the thing about it is they traded the Bosnian Beast over to Portland.
I saw that.
I was like, well, now they said it's because him and the rookie didn't get along. Jokic. Some foolishness, whatever. My mindset coming into this season, after the rookie started coming on, I'm like, oh, you got your 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5. You start those 2 big guys. Who gonna stop those guys? I don't know.
Yeah.
If they stay on the same team, if they both played on Denver, you can't mess with that. But they're gonna trade them to Portland. Now Portland became better immediately. He started making an impact immediately, like an amazing impact, and you can see it because they're in 8th place and we're not anymore. So, you know what? You want it, you're gonna earn it. Denver isn't it. I don't believe I don't believe anybody else is gonna catch Denver. Denver's actually playing pretty good basketball as of late, but if they can't get it together, then they're not gonna get back into that 8th spot. They only a game back out of that 8th spot?
Yeah, they're really close.
Really close. It's gonna be
a fight. It's gonna be a fight for the finish. Fight to the finish line.
Who
will be that 8th? Who will make that 8th spot? Yeah.
Right. So,
But that first matchup, you got Golden State.
and honestly, I believe in Portland if to do anything against Golden State, just because the point guard matchup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lillard versus Curry.
Yeah, that's sick. And then the 2 spot, Clay and
CJ McCollum.
Oh yes, CJ is so underrated, man.
Yeah.
That's they match up better than us. We play team ball, and that's why I said we play really good lately. We play team ball. Everybody average scores but you know what? I believe in Portland. I hate to say it, but I believe in Portland for that spot.
All right. Should the Cavs be worried now that they're not? They're tied for first right now, but should they be worried? But if not, they're not the first seed because they've been the first seed for a long time, and now that Boston has made a push, should the Cavs be worried?
Yes, they're not playing like the Cavs.
They're not playing like what
rest, whatever.
And rest has not been helping. They've been losing games even with the players on rest.
Right.
I understand the concept that you want to rest your players come playoff time. I get that. Yeah. But there's a point when you want to rest them because, it's a coach's decision or it's a manager.
They mildly hurt.
Or they mildly hurt. But there's a difference between you are putting yourself out because you don't want to play.
Russell,
like you're in the NBA. You get paid.
How many games Russell sat this year?
He's none. Right. He's sat no games, but look at the production that he's had with Oklahoma City. Right. You got to look at the fact that these players are NBA players. Right. They are paid to play.
Yeah.
I think if you don't play, you should not get paid for that game.
If you're going to rest,
at least,
if you hurt, that's a different story.
Yeah, but no, I don't think these players should be. The Cavs are not.
Or you know what else? If the rest ain't helping your team, like if LeBron ain't coming back scoring 50 from off a rest game, like dude, what are you doing?
Yeah, it's not. It's not helping the cause.
No shade, but it's not. You need to be out there. You need to really be out there helping your team.
Yeah,
like really, you are sitting on the bench for what? Like you guys aren't in a great position right now. They're in the playoffs, and they're gonna play playoff basketball, and I don't expect them to go get swept, but geez, like y'all not playing well anyway. Is my point. So like, what are you doing? Get it together, or come playoff time, it's nobody gonna feel sorry for you. You know, these guys are coming. Who's the 8th spot in the East?
8th spot in the East, I think you
Indiana.
said Indiana.
They're not gonna say. They're not gonna lay down.
No.
They're not gonna lay down. And that goes, for anybody else. These lower guys, 5, 6, 7, and 8, they're not gonna lay down. Atlanta, Milwaukee, Miami. No, they're not gonna lay down.
No, and they shouldn't because they're fighting for those playoff spots. Like they want those playoff spots. And are the Warriors going to come out of the West? Do you believe that they will come out of the West?
To the finals.
Out of the West, like to the NBA Finals. Will they come out of the Western Conference to the NBA Finals?
Because it's the Western Conference, I'm gonna say never know. Look at who else is in the playoffs. San Antonio, Houston, Utah not as big a threat, but LA, OKC, come on.
I mean, I don't. We always say that. 1 and 2. I mean, you got San Antonio, who's a born playoff team. They're always ready for the playoffs. Warriors are. I mean, the Warriors are just a stacked team. And then you got the Clippers. Every year they're always talked about they have a chance, but every year they
don't give them. They don't give themselves that chance.
They choke so bad. It's like
they just, I don't know. That is weird about the Clippers. They ball
all year. All year they ball out.
And then it's like,
and they'll be close, but they won't get it. And they'll choke for like a few straight games. They'll have a lead and then they'll choke. And it's like, how can you blow this lead? Like I know. Everyone talks about blown leads. Warriors blew a 3-1 lead. Falcons blew a 28-3 lead. I don't know how you blow leads because you're the best team right there. I don't know how you do it, but you do it. But I believe, based on what I've seen this year, what I've seen from the Warriors is that they have slowed down from last year. They slowed down a lot. The Spurs have been keeping the same pace.
Yeah.
You said Utah was 4th. They flew. You said Utah?
Yeah.
Utah flew out of the gates. After last year, they flew. They took flight. Yeah. Literally took flight and managed to. And they're now 4th in the West. In the West. And last year they got edged out of the playoffs.
Right.
By 1 game. Now they're 4th. Utah has taken a big step. I could see them try to make a run, but you got to look at what playoff track they'll have to go through.
Yeah.
I think that the Spurs will come out of the West, and I still have faith in the Cavs coming out of the East. A Spurs-Cavalier final is my pick. What do you got?
I'm not gonna go with how they currently play. I'm gonna make this as reasonable as I can.
You got the whole world waiting on you, man.
Give me for the finals.
For the finals. Thinking so hard, smoke's coming out of your head.
And you know what? I really want Cleveland and Houston.
Houston coming out of the West.
Yeah, I don't think I don't say Golden State just get like knocked out.
They're not going to get knocked out easily, but they're not.
And same for San Antonio, but
they're not going to get knocked off easily. But Golden State has not proven why they deserve the championship.
I mean, you got 60 wins though. I mean,
after last year they had what, 80 wins, 79 wins. It's like
82 games though.
They had a lot of wins. They had 70 wins. They had 73 wins. It was a 73 win season, and they dropped. They dropped off.
They didn't drop much. 60 is a big number.
Yeah, but they had loss. They only had losses in the single digits. They weren't in the double digits.
Yeah, they only in double digits about 5.
It still is a little bit of a decrease from what they were last year.
Yeah, they're not as good as they was last year, and that's because Because Curry, honestly.
I
I mean, shoot, Curry was balling out of his mind last year.
Yeah.
But
But
it's a different team, though. It's a totally different team.
it is a different team. It is a different team.
So, I mean,
But this has been an edition of Sports Corner. I'd like to thank my co-host here, Malik, for helping me out here today. Hoping he can help me out in the future. But thank you, Malik.
no problem.
All right, sign out.